Vekni takes off her hat, and she puts it against her waist, and she bows, and she goes, "For the King of One and the honor of Golden Tusk," and she puts her hat back on.
And Sin says, "Vekni, you did pretty well.
Silence.
Perhaps
Sins.
you'd be good enough to join one."
Sins, you're a coward.
I don't know what you mean.
Let's not go to one. 'Tis a city place.
I mean, I just want you to know, Sins, that I appreciate your help with the loading of the cannons and firing. But once the pirates showed up, you ran to the helm.
I knew you guys could handle it, and the one soldiers are magnificent. They don't need my help.
Then why would they follow you if you run from the battle?
Of course they would follow me. I am amazing. Why wouldn't they?
I mean, besides your pink hair, I see nothing amazing about you.
My hair is the least remarkable thing about me.
Well, there's no way for me to know, for you ran from the fight.
You call that running?
Yes,
We won the battle, didn't we?
I won the battle.
Well, that's not how it's going to sound when I speak to Lord Winnegar.
Sure. And I'm going to look over the ship and actually I'm going to go and just turn from Sins and be like, well, that's Captain Zaya's work for me to do, and I would like to go help Prince repair the masts.
What is our crew's quality score?
You don't know what it is.
That's for Dan to know.
Okay.
Oh, do you need it?
Well, that's how much I repair.
+3 is your quality score right now.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Quality score
if I
is
roll
3.
once per day, I can roll a d20. I can make a strength check, and on a 15 or higher, we'll restore 1d6 plus 3 hit points to that component.
Oh boy.
So which component?
Well, that makes sense. It'll take a lot of time
fix
to.
the sails.
Okay.
Does
So
he
you,
have-
you and the shipwrights are working on that?
Does he have an
It'll take you a
advantage
day.
because he's got us helping?
No.
He's got
So-
two
So I
officers
make a
helping.
strength check now.
You can do it now. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to instruct the shipwrights basically that work for you, essentially to
14,
start doing
we
this.
repair nothing.
+2.
What does it require you to? What does
That
it
was
require you
a
to roll?
A strength check of 15.
Okay. So you fail. The sails are not repaired.
Well, we'll try again tomorrow.
Vekni is going to just have the archers line up in formation because they're the one archers. I'm sure they know archery formations.
They're lined up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, how close are they?
Say they're 150 feet away.
All right. So when they get close enough to yell out, Vekni will converse with them. So I guess like 50 feet.
So let's say they keep coming towards you, and now they're like 50 feet from you.
Vekni will, she'll look at Prince and look at Roland, and she'll go, "You ready, boys?" Does Vekni know? You explained it, right?
What?
That they
Yes.
turned on Mundo?
Yeah, it was when they were like, oh, turn him over, or...
Right, that's right. And Vekni was like, nah fam.
Then she was like, but why did they want you? Well...
So Vekni will silence the crew behind her, and she will stand on the edge and she'll yell, "That is far enough. Who are you? And why do you head towards our ship with your white flags?"
One of the people aboard one of the small boats, a Wanti, says, "Well, our ship's sinking. You defeated us. Can we come aboard your ship?"
Sucks to be you, Bobrax. Eat shit.
Vekni will turn to Prince and be like, "Do you know him?"
Yeah, that's Mobrax. Mobrax sucks.
Vekni will be like, "Very well, sir. Molbrax, I am told that you suck. And for now, you are not allowed on our ship. For you have damaged our ship as well."
What are we supposed to do? You can take us as a prisoner.
"Well, as a prisoner, you may stay on your own boat."
But there's monsters out here. One just attacked our ship.
"What?"
There's monsters out here. One attacked our ship.
"That is not my problem." And she points up to the red guy swinging from my mast.
Ice Slayer, what happened to him?
He was defeated by us. It would be wise not to try to sneak attack on us.
Another person on one of the boats, he looks like, to be like a Duragar.
What's that?
That's the
It's a drow
evil- the
version of a
evil
dwarf.
gnomes or
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes, please, let us aboard your ship. We will perish out here. You can put us in your brig. It's fine. Please.
Do we have a brig?
You do.
Okay. And it's just these 12? Or
So each ship carries 4 people, and two of the 12 people are those 2 officers that I described.
I'll say, I'm over there and I'll say to like Prince, where's the guy who killed your captain, took over the ship, the Minotaur guy?
That's a really good question. Hey, where's everybody else? Why is it only you two?
The Wanty, or Mol, you know their names, the Molbrax answers, and he goes, they're still aboard the ship trying to save it, but they're fools. We came here to save ourselves. Please bring us aboard the ship.
Insight.
Roll.
Is he lying to me? What's my insight? +5. $21.
You don't believe him.
There will be no quarter here.
So let me get this straight. So you turned on your previous captain, then you turned on your current captain,
And then you want to turn on me
and now
as
you want to
captain?
join us. Like, I really don't think there's a really strong proposition there for us letting you join us. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Prince.
Molbrax holds his hands out. Take us as prisoners. Please,
Do they have
we don't want
weapons?
to die out here.
Do they have weapons?
They do.
What do they have? Like sword, just regular swords?
So the all the regular pirates, they have swords and crossbows, I believe, but then and they have grapnels. But then Molbrax has a spear, and Coldbrow has like an axe.
I'm going to look at Prince. What would you like to do, my friend?
We should tell them to throw all their gear overboard.
I was thinking the
and
same
then
thing.
not let them on the boat.
You know what? That is exactly what I was thinking. Then okay. Mr. Molbrax,
Yes, have you decided to let us aboard this ship?
throw your weapons overboard.
Roll a persuasion. Are you trying to intimidate him or persuade him?
I'll do intimidation.
Okay.
Because I have a throng of archers behind me.
Sure.
Do I have advantage because I have so many soldiers? Well, he's not intimidated.
What'd you roll?
A 5 plus 2, 7.
Yeah. We'll do that if you agree to let us on. Once we're aboard, we'll throw our weapons over the side.
No, that does not work for me. Your red friend there was very strong, and I really do not want to fight you guys on my ship.
Captain, I don't think they understand how surrendering works. They don't get to dictate the terms here.
You know what, Roland? You are correct. Why don't you, and she leans back, why don't you handle these? They are not worth my time. And she looks back at the soldiers and she goes, make sure you'll keep your arrows trained on them boys. And she puts her feet up.
Okay. Good.
All right. Say, you heard the captain. Throw your weapons over, and then we'll think about letting you on board.
Coldbrow and Molbrax look at each other for like, and they take like a really long moment looking at each other, like they're trying to decide what to do, like they're calculating. And after about a full like 20 seconds, it's a really long time to be just looking at each other. Coldbrow nods his head, and Molbrax unsheaths his spear, throws it in the water. Coldbrow throws his axe in the water, and then all the pirates, one by one, start throwing all their weapons into the water.
Vekni will look at Roland and be like, good job, sweet boy.
All right.
And Coldbrow says to Roland, "Will you let us aboard now, boy? We're unarmed." I can't do a lot of voices.
Does the spear or the axe look like magical or strong?
They look like they're in the water.
Yeah, they threw him in.
Okay.
Would they be floating?
The spear is. The axe is sunk. It's
That
gone.
makes sense.
Does the spear look like magical or?
You can't tell if the spear is magical from looking at it
Okay.
from the deck.
You can
Is that reasonable?
Yeah.
disadvantage.
That's fair.
So how close are they? They're around 50 feet right now?
They're 50 feet.
Yep.
All right. Yes, I'll turn to Prince and I'll say, well, you know these guys. What do you want to do with them?
Hey, new terms. I'm gonna shoot the ballista at them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which one? Which one?
Shoot the ballista at Mulbrax.
At him or at the boat?
At the boat.
Okay.
Hey, new terms. Thunk.
That's a 9 to hit.
So the ballista bolt slams into the water below, like near the ship, like in front of it, and Mulbrex looks down at it and he's like, "Am I to take this that you aren't letting us on the ship?"
Yeah, that was a warning shot. Fuck off.
Again, Mulbrex and Coldbrow look at each other for a long time, and they're just not saying anything. Looking at each other like they don't know what to do.
Vekni will stand up and she'll be like, boys, there's no...
Coldbrow looks back over to Vekni and he says, "I'm the boatswain of the Bastard Sire."
Vekni will look at Prince for confirmation.
It is true.
Yeah, he is. Probably could help. I don't trust him, but he can probably help.
Would you trust him to help you in repairs?
It's like I gotta work with him.
Well, we need to get our ship working.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess I can work with him.
Then
I
she'll...
don't like him though. I don't have to like him.
What was his name?
Cold brew, stone butt.
Coldbrow Stone Pounder.
Cold Brew Stone Butt. Your ship may come.
So their ship comes over as well?
As they come up, she will go down the stairs and greet Cold Brew. What is it?
Cold
Stone
brow,
powder.
stone
Brew, stone
pack.
butt.
Stone pack.
Cold Brew Stone Butt. We will require your help if you want to
Every time
stay
you
on
say
our
it.
ship to help repair the masts that you destroyed.
Absolutely. It will give me something to do.
And it will perhaps earn your freedom.
That sounds fantastic.
But for now, the brig, boys. And she points
I
to the brig.
understand.
Every time you say cold brew, stone butt, Prince is just cracking up.
She'll return back up to the helm with Prince and Roland. And what was this guy's name?
Mulbrex.
Mulbrax. And what of Mulbrax?
Don't trust Mulbrax, no matter what.
Should we allow him on the ship?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can put him in the
Do you know the other boys on the ship with him?
I think that's like Fred, and Ted.
Oh, okay. Fred and Ted, come. You may come.
The ship comes over.
It's really confusing. There's a lot of Freds.
Is there anything you would like to say to Mulbrax before we lock him up?
Hey, Mulbrax,
Ah, yes.
I hope you die in the brig. Like, really, really badly.
And Vekni will just lean over like this and be like, we do have a rat problem.
I hope they eat you.
Rats are delicious.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe-
we might have
Are
a
you-
solution for the rat problem then.
You any good at catching rats?
Of course. I love rats.
Perhaps you may
They're
be
a
a-
delicacy on both their Bastard Sire. As soon as
Well.
they show up, I eat them.
That's disgusting.
Well, perhaps we may have use of you yet. But for now, Zabrig. And she points down.
He doesn't move for a second, and he looks at you, and he says, I have some information for you, too.
As well as then spill your beans.
Prince wasn't the only reason that we came after you. We had another reason. Perhaps we can go into business together.
Well, it is a weird way for you to go into business by threatening someone.
Well, we wanted the reward for ourselves, but perhaps we can share it.
Do I believe Mulbrax?
Roll insight.
Natural 20.
Woo!
He's telling the truth.
Vekni is she's gonna have this concerned look on her face.
Prince just looks confused.
There, we came for you guys because of this. Each one of the officers has one. And she pulls something out. Or he pulls something out, not she. It's a
can
letter. He said each officer has a copy of this letter. So here's, if one of you, well, I guess Vekni will be getting it handed to her. So let Vekni read it.
To Captain Radillac, I thank you for following the directive handed down from His Majesty, King Doken Swiftwater of Ferelden. Captain Mundo had repeatedly refused our kingdom's gold in exchange for sinking the drow slaver ships out of Harganeth. Our king is pleased you took over the bastard sire and eliminated Mundo for us. With you in charge of the misfit bastards, the king is confident the vile drow will struggle to dominate the seas near Thaddeus, nor will they easily enslave tieflings from Breams and free people elsewhere. One more thing. I looked into that woman, the one Queen Marathi put the enormous bounty on, Marjorie Sharpeye. She was a noble from the fallen kingdom of Coldbank and was last seen at Cutthroat Docks with the merchant ship, the Danabola. Marjorie was seen there with the captain of the Golden Tusk Pirate Fleet. Perhaps this captain will know where to find her. Sincerely, Sir Duncan, Royal Ferelden Spymaster, Mass 28.
So Duncan's still alive?
6379.
He's
He's
alive.
a terrible Spymaster if he's just fucking signing the letter as Spymaster.
So he handed Vekni that letter.
Now, Captain Roldock is the new guy, right?
Yeah.
Radalac is the new guy,
Radalac.
yeah.
Right, like, well, I read it wrong, sorry.
He's the one that letter's addressed to, from Sir Duncan. It would appear that King Doken wanted
Your
Mundo
captain
eliminated.
knew and liked Mundo. It's only one thing to do.
Huh?
It's only one thing to do.
Kill him?
Token.
Go kill Doken.
I agree.
Isn't he like a 44th level caster now?
If you guys remember, that wanted poster you saw in the Doddering Mongrel for 500,000 gold
500,000
was
gold
for this
from
woman.
Margaret Sharpeye. Well, first we gotta kill her, collect the reward, and then kill Doken.
True.
Yeah. Because we can afford stuff.
Yeah, 500,000 gold, we can just buy
By an army.
Or an army. That works too.
Isn't that what the Lannisters did? And then they just all died? Because people can't write TV shows.
So,
How disappointing was that?
we were going to take your captain prisoner to find out where this woman was. Obviously, you guys bested us, but perhaps we can work together.
Maybe,
Yeah,
Maybe you guys
perhaps you can also be eaten by rats in the brig.
maybe you guys shouldn't have threatened us when we have the more
See up
manpower
ahead.
and ships.
See?
We underestimated you.
Well, I believe that that used to the saying is talk shit, get heat, and you got heat. So for now, the brig for you.
I mean, I haven't met many pirates, but you guys got to be the worst pirates I've ever seen.
You may be right. Without and
But
she'll
you
look
have
she'll look
finger.
straight in just look straight into the auntie's eye, and she goes like this, leaning over the edge. Because you killed Captain Mundo, there will be what's the word I'm looking for? There's no pause for her because she's badass.
What word are you looking for?
She looks at you and
No
goes,
respite.
because you. Ooh, that's good. Because you killed Captain Mundo, there will be no respite for you.
I didn't kill him, it was Captain Radalac.
But you were involved in the mutiny and for pirate code.
He was there too.
Who are you pointing to?
Oh, he was there
And
too.
she doesn't break glance with him, and she goes, "The code is the code, and you are still a mutineer."
He looks back in your eyes and he goes, yes, perhaps I will suffer a bad fate for that.
To the brig, and she still doesn't break eye contact with you.
Okay, he looks down and he goes off to the brig.
I love Vekni so much. She's so cool.
I think I might kill that guy.
You know what, Prince? You say the word and he will be yours.
So,
But I cannot condone an execution. But if you would like to go on a 1v1 combat,
Oh no, he might just have an accident or something.
I mean, as the boat swains, there may be many problems.
Hold-
Now of cold brew stone butt. Would he be of good use to you?
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. Much as I don't like his stupid face.
He does have a very stupid face.
Like, seriously. You're supposed to be in the Underdark, bro. What are you doing on a boat?
Don't they a sheep is a terrible place for someone who cannot handle the sun.
Yeah, I don't. He's always working at night. He's weird like that.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. So this ship is sinking.
I didn't say that was sinking.
It's just black smoke.
It's just
is
covered in
billowing
black
from
smoke.
it. Yeah.
Fire.
It doesn't seem to be getting any worse. It seems to be about the same now.
Okay.
Well, the smoke is just, you can't really see.
Well, our ship can't move anyway. So Vekni's gonna have these ships like do it like a circle around our ship, just as like a defensive measure. What time of day is it?
You don't want to try to pursue the bastard sire while they're
Is
weak.
it moving away?
Are they moving?
They can't move.
Neither can we.
Okay.
We literally can't move.
Okay. So that battle was quite a few turns, but really it was over in probably less than 10 minutes, really.
Yeah.
Well, for epic reasons, let's say it took like an hour.
Sure.
Yeah, like there was a whole chase and everything.
There was a lot going on. that was a pretty cool encounter. By
It
the way.
was.
I'll do experience
Credit
when you guys
given.
rest.
Credit given.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
So
Doubt
midday.
they're going anywhere
Midday?
without their boatswain to repair the boat.
If you want to put him to work at night, I could do. If you really are going to use him to work,
I will.
and he's a second boatswain, I'll actually allow you to do like a daytime role and let him do a nighttime role.
Okay, that works.
That sounds good. That sounds real good.
Shouldn't one of us watch him at night just to make sure he's not gonna?
You guys do what you want to do. You're in charge.
You require constant supervision.
So it's midday. Our ship can't move. We actually have more ships now than we started with.
You're going to take all the ships that you have now? There'd be 6 extra ships. You can take all of them?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Are you going to use one to put those 4 sailors?
Yep.
okay.
They'll take
We're
one of
also
the
going to
extras.
send some sailors out to recover that sphere that's floating on the water.
Vekni, while we're just sitting here trying to get the sails repaired, we'll head down to the captain's quarters, and she'll take Roland with her.
Okay.
Okay. Sins is he's following you like kind of behind a little bit.
Wow, that was so cool. I've never been in a ship battle before.
Well, sweet boy, you stick along with the Golden Tusk, you'll see much more action.
I mean, it does sound fun, but I gotta get off when we head to. What is the place we're gotta dock to begin the campaign?
You know you're heading to the southern tip of
Dovah.
Dovah to an area called the Fringe.
Okay. So yeah, it sounds fun, but I gotta get off at the Fringe.
Sweet boy, there is no reason for you to leave this ship. I believe a pirate's life is more suited for you.
I'll think about it.
And she goes, it would be a good idea for you to stay here with me. And she'll turn and keep going towards the captain's quarters.
Okay. So you get to the captain's quarter, and Captain Golden Tusk is actually leaving his private privy as he's walking out of it.
Still fucked up.
And he looks just sweaty and out of breath.
He's lost 40 pounds.
He looks lighter. He's
Which
actually
is nothing for a Loxodon.
He's actually panting. Like he just took everything out of him. Oh, it was like a battle in the privy. Oh my god.
Go in there.
How'd you guys make out? It sounded like something loud was happening. on the deck.
She will come in and she'll take her hat off and be like, Captain, I regret to inform you that Captain Mundo has passed.
What? Mundo, he's one of my best friends. That's terrible news.
There has been a mutiny against him. The Captain Radalak, a Minotaur, has
Did your sins parlay with him?
I mean, we have sunk their ship.
You sunk the bastard, sire.
It is not sunk, but it is in ill repair. They have come for us for Kortania. They were attacked by a sea monster after we have blasted their sails, their hull, their oars, and their the way to steal the ship. Yeah, that. We blasted them. They came over and threatened us. And as interim captain, I did not take their threat. And in a show of force, we destroyed their ship.
Oh, wow, Vekni, that's incredible. There are some great warriors on that ship. Did you fight any of the officers? They're really strong.
Well,
Each one is nearly as strong as I am.
Well, there is a red man swinging from our mast right now, and there are 2 locked up in the brig.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to speak to them as soon as we're done here. Sins says, Captain, the one soldiers were the real reason we won the battle. They are very strong. My leadership that carried us in this battle. And Captain Golden Tusk says, oh, well, that would make sense. The Bastard Sire has a lot of strong officers. I wouldn't think that my crew could easily defeat them.
Well, there is... Captain, this man here, since he is a coward and he did not do any of the fighting, but if there was a one soldier that I would like to point out to you, his name is... What the hell is that guy that I was controlling?
Holden or Tazanki?
Tazanki. He followed his orders to a T, and he is the reason we have the red man hanging from our mast.
Captain Golden Tusk, he nods, and Sin says, but of course, our men are incredible. Why
And
wouldn't
she's
you
just going to
listen?"
hold her finger up to his mouth and be like, shh, shh, shh.
He ignores you completely, and he continues on.
Then she just uses her whole hand.
Yes, your
Put your finger in his mouth.
your interim captain claims me to be a coward, but it was my
Rolan.
leadership that caused us to win the battle.
Captain Sins didn't really do anything. He just kind of sat on the railing. He helped load the ballista with me a few times, but he didn't really fight any of the people on the other crew.
And he'll say, that is true, I helped load the ballista. And if you look at that hobgoblin, the officer that is hanging from the mast,
Oh, I thought it was a
he
tiefling.
has,
Yeah.
he has, no, the tiefling was someone else that you know. That was not the person that was on the boat.
I gotcha.
He says, if you look at that hobgoblin that is hanging from the mast, he has my ballista bolts in his belly, and you can thank me for defeating him.
Vekni is just going to look at him, be like, you did not shoot the ballista. And she'll yell out the door, and she'll yell for Prince.
Oh, you're saying like right outside?
Yeah, well, we're standing outside right by the door of the captain's chamber. It should be that first door, according to...
Well, he's like in the
most
privy
ships.
inside. He was walking out of the privy inside, so you would
Well,
say
we-
you guys are in there.
All right, so she's going to walk to the door, and she'll be like, Prince,
Yeah.
come down here, please.
Okay.
Captain, this is our boatswain, Prince, and he is the one that fired the ballista both times.
Very good job, Prince.
Never met him before.
You met him for a couple
met him-
seconds.
Yeah, you met him when you guys
Wait, no,
first
you
met, right.
you were on the
Right.
ship, so yeah, you would have.
From previously.
Before
Yeah.
he was sick, you would have known him.
I would say you wouldn't have had a lot of one-on-one time with him.
I've actually met you before, Captain. I was like the cabin boy on the Bastard Sire. I was like Captain Mundo's adopted son.
Mundo was a great man. I'm sorry for your loss, Prince. And he pats you on the head.
Thank you. He was like the father to me, and these assholes fucking killed him.
What happened to Sorrow?
Ratalac took it.
Well, we must try to get it back if possible.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna take that fucking sword.
So the ship is currently in disrepair. The ship is currently in disrepair.
Oh yeah, our ship's pretty fucked, but theirs is more fucked. It's like on a scale of 1 to fucked, they're fucked, and we're at like a 9.
Let's get this ship repaired as quickly as possible.
Captain,
And board the Bastard Sire and take Sorrow back.
we will have 2 shifts of boatswains repairing our sails. We have the cold brew stone pants from the Bastard Sire. He is in our brig right now. Apparently, he only works at night, and he will help us repair.
All right.
He thinks thoughtfully. Are you sure that's wise? The Bastard Sire officers are very strong.
He will be under watch the whole time.
Fair enough.
I will
I'll trust
have,
your judgment, Vekni.
I will have Tizonki watch him.
Sins, what do you think? Sin says, I'm not worried about any of them. Me and my men are far too strong to fear these pirates.
Fucking hide from them.
I'll I'll try to whisper to Vekni. I'll say like, Vekni, what about the letter? So louder for the audience. I'll say, Vekni, what about the letter? But I'm whispering it.
Okay.
Vekni will reach out from under her poncho and hands the letter over to the captain.
He takes it
Golden
and he looks at it, and he reads it over, and he says, "I don't have
that's
many
fine.
dealings with Ferelden or this King Doken. I don't really know them that well.
Well, there is no reason for us to involve ourselves in their problems. We have our own mission. We need to find Teklis and to take these soldiers to Dovah.
Yes, we have a lot to worry about. I'm not going to concern myself with this King Doken.
And she takes the letter and she tucks it back in underneath her.
It is rather disgusting that he had my friend murdered. That is something that I will address when
Wait,
the time comes."
is that what the letter said? That
Yeah.
he had Mundo killed?
Yeah,
Well-
that's what it said.
Well, I was peeing while he was reading it. I didn't hear all of it.
Yeah, I thought it was more that he was celebrating that.
Just
Mundo.
used to.
No, read it. He instructed Radalac to do that.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you for.
we got
following
killed
the
Oaken.
Directive handed down by His Majesty.
Mundo was refusing. So basically, King Doken wanted Mundo to start harassing the Drow slaver ships and like attacking them, and he's like he wasn't doing it.
He's a pirate.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything in it for
Yeah.
him. But that's what King Doken was offering him gold. If you read the letter, was offering him gold in exchange for doing that, but he wasn't doing it. So he paid Radalac to do a mutiny to have him killed, to take over.
Oh. Well, I guess we got our next target, boys. Captain, how are you feeling?
My stomach's still bothering me. I can't do a lot. I can already feel something brewing again.
Man.
I just wanted to get something to eat and drink before I went back on the pot.
Well, if you don't do that, then maybe you won't go in the pot.
So how is the point?
I feel very dehydrated. Whatever happened to those medical supplies? We haven't been able to find them.
Captain, our ship is very insufficiently supplied. I do not know why you had us set out with such limited supplies.
Well, we have plenty of supplies to endure this journey. The food and water
Captain,
and
we
whatnot.
have 5 cannons and we only had 20 cannonballs.
Well, what happened
That
to all of
is-
our cannonballs? Are they all gone?
We were in a fight if you did not hear it.
I mean, truthfully, we very rarely have to use our cannons. I suppose
That is not enough.
Teclis let things fall by the wayside, and we're running low.
I think most of our cannonballs are on the bastard sire. Maybe we can get them back.
Yes, once we repair our sails.
We should make an effort to reclaim Sorrow if possible.
Okay.
What is this, Sarah?
He looks over to Prince. Prince knows.
With Captain Mundo's great sword. Very powerful.
It was very, very important to Captain Mundo. And it disgusts me that the man who murdered him has it now.
Well, Captain, we will try to repair our sails, but we could send a small crew over to take what's left of the ship.
I think it's a good idea.
Very well. Prince, Roland, are you ready to go?
On to the bastard sire?
Sure, I have nothing else to do.
I mean, we could. Isn't how strong is Radalac?
It's pretty strong. But, I mean, I hate him, but we might not be enough.
What if we take all 45 of or 44 of our new ships, surround the bastard sire with archers? There is nothing for him to do.
It's true. It's true. That might work. Maybe we should rest up and let our troops kind of recover a little bit first. They're not going anywhere.
That is
We took
true.
their boat swing.
Yeah.
That is true. What of the bird boy? What was his name?
Smokey.
Smokey is the bird.
Yeah, his name is Smokey.
Do we have to worry about him?
I don't think we ever have to worry about him. He's like an addict.
An attic.
Yeah,
The room
No.
above a house.
no, he likes drugs.
Oh,
Do you think he probably ran away from the bastard sire?
He's not the most courageous, so he might have stayed where his drugs are. We also I think we fucked them up pretty bad.
What of the Danny and the creepy tiefling?
They probably would have stayed with Ratalac. They were pretty loyal to Ratalac, if I remember right.
Tiefling is Dos Flacos, the one that you know.
So perhaps we take a rest until nighttime, and then we take half of our ships over. Leave half to protect the Golden Tusks, and have to acquire what is still on board the Bastard Sire.
We should take Finn with us too.
Oh, he is insufferable.
Yeah, maybe he has an accident when he comes to us. Fighting the sea monsters.
Each of you got exactly 72 XP.
Yeah, that's actually not bad. Almost leveled up.
A lot of it, guys got a lot of XP. It just got doled out.
Did you count defeating the Bastard Sire?
I did include that. That was 8,400 XP.
Okay.
And did all these boats get all that experience too?
Yeah, but they can't level up.
Because they didn't really do anything in this.
They fought the
It was
sea
really
monsters.
it was like 2 fights.
They fought the sea
It
monsters.
was like a sea monster fight, and then everyone else fight.
They were firing at the Bastard Sire when they were able to.
Should we wait till it's light out?
It's midday.
Okay.
So you guys are all taking like a long rest during the day to do something at night? Is that
Yep.
what you're doing?
All right.
Okay.
Did we get any extra HP for anything or XP for anything else that was happened during the battle?
No. 72 XP is what you got.
I don't even think I
I
got
didn't even level up.
I'm sorry.
It's such bullshit.
So obviously the ship's all fucked up. Are you gonna have Coldbrow come out and do some repairs, or?
Yeah, we'll have Tazunki watch him.
Ted's donkey's watching him.
All right. You could do a roll, and I'll tell you what his. And what do you add to it?
Strength check.
I don't want you to see a stat block yet.
Yeah, we're probably not fixing anything.
What was the roll?
5.
And you have to roll 15. Yeah, no, you didn't get it. All right, so it's nighttime. What are you guys doing?
Well, the captain wanted to go over. So that's what we're going to do, right?
Get 20 of our little boats. Surround.
You have 20 boats?
Sire.
I'm gonna say that Golden Tusk is willing to go with you, and he's good enough.
We have 44 little boats.
Oh shit. Golden Tusk
He's
coming
gonna go
with
with you.
us.
Yeah, we'll take 22 of them.
Does he have a bucket glued to his ass?
Take 22 boats. All right. So the Bastard Sire is still smoking, but there's no longer a fire. The fire got put out.
So for the sake of simplicity, I'm only putting the PCs and Captain over here. But yeah, the boat's surrounded.
I would like. Who'd you say is leading this little mission here? Again, Golden Tusk doesn't feel very good, so I'm gonna say he's kind of being quiet, and he's not really the one that's really leading this.
Should we even bring any other
sortie.
soldiers with us?
Their bows will be used. But they won't fire unless we absolutely need them. That's why they don't steal experience.
Yeah, right.
Thinking like a PC.
Vekni will take the lead.
Okay.
All right, Vekni, why don't you roll a perception?
17.
That's a pretty good roll. So aboard the ship, again, you see it smoking. You see like burned parts, like parts of the ship are burned. But you notice like nothing's really damaged aside from the damage you guys really did. It looks like a fire didn't really cause any like really considerable damage to the integrity of the ship. You notice that on the deck, it's mostly empty on the deck, but there are a few pirates there, and they have lit torches, and they're standing next to these crates. And on the crates, you see the letters T and T.
It's dynamite.
And the ship's, it's just like 3 pirates, and there's no one else. It looks desolate. Also, you notice in the distance, opposite from the direction you came, you see very far away little specks that look like a couple small boats going away from you. So you can surmise
That they left the ship.
that they fucking left, and you couldn't see with the smoke.
So there's only 3 sailors up top.
With torches, yeah. How close are you to the ship?
Let's say that we're around 75 feet, so that we're out of range of torchlight.
Yeah, they don't really see you. And again, there is still smoke. There is still some smoke. They don't really see you.
Vekni is going to try to signal the rest of the ships to surround while keeping distance and have the archers take aim at the 3 soldiers.
Okay.
And then after that happens, she'll signal to loose all the arrows.
Aimed at the soldiers? How many soldiers is it?
You said there was 3.
No, how many of your soldiers are shooting?
Well, there's 22 ships. I would think that there would be
Lot.
22
A lot.
archers or
Well, wouldn't it be more than that?
I guess.
Just roll one attack roll.
They'll hit all the soldiers if it hits.
Oh yeah, roll 3 attack. So they're aiming like separately. So roll 3 attack rolls. We'll divide the shots in thirds.
20, 13, 12.
We just say they all hit.
I mean, with more than 22 firing at once.
So like a rain of arrows. I think it makes sense. A rain of arrows falls down and it kills all 3 of them
Okay.
before they even realize what's happening.
What happens to the torches they're holding?
The torches fall, but they don't land on the dynamite. They weren't like holding it over the dynamite,
Okay.
so they all die.
Nice.
Vekni will signal for her ship to move forward and call for some to follow, some to stay back.
Okay.
So we'll get to the side of the ship and try to board the ship.
With like the grapnels and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll or anything because since it's really like we're not in priority. It's just
Yeah.
you're able to have sailors board. Are any of you boarding?
I'll board.
Yeah,
I'll board.
All right. So all 3 of you.
Yeah.
What about Golden Tusk?
You tell me.
I would say that he would want to board.
Okay.
Okay, you're aboard the ship. What are you gonna do?
ship grew up and they all lived happily ever after.
First, Vekni will make sure that the torches don't come in contact with the TNT. So
Okay.
she'll put
You're
out.
able to put it out. Put them out.
So, do you think that Radlac and them are below deck?
We saw the other ships. Do you have
So
night vision?
They're really far away.
I do, but
yeah,
I,
you do.
I
They're like
didn't roll.
specs.
I didn't roll a perception, so
Prince would immediately sneak below boards and head to the captain's quarters.
As we were sailing up, there were other ships heading in the other direction. They must have waited till nighttime to leave, and we missed them.
do you think we could? It'll probably take too long to repair. I don't know if we could catch up to them.
I don't think we can. How far ahead did they look like they were?
Oops. Oh, they're real. They're like specks. They're really far.
Yes, they were far away.
Okay. Well,
But the good thing is that
we have another ship.
we have this ship here. And she's going to turn to her right. Prince, where did Prince go?
I don't know. He was here, like, he was right next to me at one point.
So Prince, you get below decks and get into the captain's. Nothing's locked. Everything's actually wide open. It's very vacant.
He's just looking for anything that was Mundo's that's there.
Okay, why don't you do an investigation?
14.
Some jewelry that belonged to him, like some brass rings, a gold necklace. Say two brass rings. One has a sapphire affixed on the ring in a setting. Yep. And then the other ring is just brass, just plain brass. And then there's a gold necklace. It's pretty plain, but there is a symbol of like a great sword, like a pendant at the bottom on the necklace. And you remember him wearing that stuff.
Is it with a ruby in the ring? Or a red gemstone?
Sapphire.
Oh, sapphire, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to just have the sailors search for any materials that we need, cannonballs, repair, medical, all that stuff.
Yeah. So you do find the medical bay. You do find another whole crate of medical supplies that Roland could
Stay away.
that Roland could use
I'm not
to
even
heal 5 HP.
not even hurt.
You find
Finger.
there's various medicines, bandages, gauze, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of really good stuff. You find even though there are no cannons on the ship itself, you do find a small cache of 5 cannonballs. You also find 5 ballista bolts,
Nice.
even though there's no ballistas on the ship. They have random supplies.
Yeah.
You find more food and you find water, more alcohol, things that Roland can use in the kitchen.
Yo ho ho.
Various stuff, various supplies. They definitely took stuff with them, but they can only have taken so much on the small boats.
So we got food, med supplies, cannonballs, and ballista bolts.
Yep.
And Prince found a couple little treasures. It also seemed like the room was ransacked. All the cabins are kind of ransacked, like they were taking everything with them that they thought they would need and that they can carry as they got the fuck out of there.
Do the smaller boats have a row speed?
Yeah, to 15.
Okay. So Vekni's just going to have the 22 ships tied off to the Bastard Sire and tow it back towards the Golden Tusk.
You could do that. Yeah, you could do that. Okay. Like I said, the fires are out. It wasn't sinking. The hull's very, very damaged, but it's not even at the damage threshold.
All right, so we'll get it back.
It's nighttime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get it back, and the Duragar will try to do his repairs in there.
We'll go to the next day.
Trying to fix these goddamn boats.
Yeah, you can make a roll.
I'd like to spend my day helping him.
You can roll with advantage if he's going to spend his whole day helping you.
I'll
God damn it, Ian.
But you print.
I'll try to make some good food with some of the new supplies we got from the Bastard Sire.
Make a Constitution roll. What are you trying to make?
I rolled a 12, and I'll say I'm trying to make some kind of like meat dish. I don't know, what were the supplies you said we got off the Bastard Sire?
You got a lot more ingredients. You got more liquor, more water. You have various meats. What kind of meat are you trying to use?
Chicken.
Sure, you have chicken.
Try to make beer battered chicken.
Yeah, you're able to pull it off. The
Okay.
crew enjoys it. It comes out decent,
Yeah.
edible. Maybe a little rubbery, maybe a little overcooked, but
Yeah.
but pretty decent.
It's fair with a 12.
All right. So for the day, a couple things come up. You notice, aside from all the damage, the boatswain notices, aside from all the damages on the ship, you also have a couple other issues. Prince, you hear from some of the one recruits that one of their number used to be a shipwright. He wants to work for you, and he wants you to meet him in the hold, but he himself hasn't approached you. You just heard it from other people, like kind of like a rumor.
Okay.
The guy's supposed to be wearing a red and white checkered shirt and overalls. And yeah, he wants to meet you in the hold tonight.
Okay. Yeah, Prince will go meet him.
Taking backup or you meeting him solo?
When you show up to meet this guy, he's not there.
Bullshit.
Because of all the sick soldiers, from the stomach bug that's going around the ship, you see that the main deck is becoming slick with vomit as some of these soldiers and sailors run to the deck to like throw up overboard. You see there's vomit, slick vomit on the.
Did any of the medical supplies we got from the Bastard Sire, were any of them useful for helping the sick soldiers?
We'll get to that, but that's
Okay.
gonna be the surgeon.
Sure.
The vomit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna berate the fucking soldiers who can't hit the ocean that's surrounding us. But yeah, I guess I'll order someone to mop up the vomit.
Roll an intimidation. So you're gonna yell at all the soldiers that were throwing up.
Oh yeah. 10.
Okay. The ones that you yelled at did seem to be intimidated by you yelling at them. They'll try to be more mindful, not to throw up and get their puke all over the deck.
Disgusting shit.
Maybe we should put some like buckets throughout the ship just in case they can't get to the side in time.
You did recover some buckets also on the Bastard Sire.
Put the buckets around the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Puke buckets. Just take it and dump it when they get filled.
Yeah, we
Whoever doesn't use the fucking bucket, and whoever doesn't dump the bucket when it's full, I'm putting in your fucking bunk.
Roland, it comes to your attention that there are rats in the produce and that they've been eating most of the produce. Aside from the fresh produce that you just got from, well, somewhat fresh produce you just got from the Bastard Sire, the produce that was on the Golden Tusk has mostly been consumed.
I heard that rats ate the produce.
Yeah, and observed that a lot of it's
Okay.
eaten. There's like rat droppings in the produce.
So
Just fucking rat shits in the lettuce and
I
shit.
just now noticed it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go.
You all right,
to,
Kevin?
I'm good.
I'll go to Captain Vekni and I'll tell her about the rat thing. I'll say, I know we don't really trust the Yuan Ti, but maybe we should see if he can go, like, eat these rats.
I agree. Take him from the brig and use his expertise, but do not do it alone.
Oh,
Take a few sailors
of
with
course
you.
not. Okay.
Take the zonkey.
Smart.
Yeah. All right. So I'll follow Vekni's orders. I'll go get Tazanki and I'll say, Tazanki, Vekni wants us to get the Yuan Ti from the brig, and he said that he's a good rat catcher, so maybe we'll finally get rid of those rats. And then I'll say also maybe we should get like a few more soldiers.
Okay, so you do that. You get a bunch of soldiers to get to Zonky, and you escort Molbrax around where you store the food and all around the ship. And he's actively going around catching rats to consume them, and he seems to be pretty good at it. So it seems like it is helping. So that's pretty smart. Vekni, you have heard through the soldiers in the
Someone is shitting on the coats.
the crewmates speaking. You heard that there's a lot of tensions coming up between the Oon Lowlanders and the Oon Highlanders. In particular, you hear that the Lowlanders from Nude's Castle, which is where Sins is from, they're very arrogant. A lot of them have like piercings and dyed and like weird color hair, and that they have been giving a just a lot of arrogant, hard time to the Highlanders, who are mostly like barbarians, and they're kind of like Tazanki. They have like a kind of that looking like beards, and it seems like they're really not getting along. That's something that you heard.
That they're not getting along just because they think they're better.
Well, yeah. So the Nude's Castle's guys, they're being arrogant and obnoxious, and the barbarian guys feel like they're being disrespected by the arrogance of the Nude's Castle guys.
Is there like an even divide between the two groups?
As in, like, do they segregate themselves? You do notice after hearing that rumor, this is something you didn't notice before, but it does actually appear like those two groups of Oon soldiers don't really congregate at all.
They're not
they really
united
segregate
after
themselves.
the epic battle we just had together.
It's something you're just noticing now. You never noticed it before.
Most unobservant captain ever.
Well, you really wouldn't have would you really have been thinking like about the different sections of the one soldiers? Not really.
No, I know, but like, I mean, since all these people have been on the ship for a while, it's just now happening.
Well, the tensions are now. Well, they were always always segregating. It just wasn't that apparent. But now you're just hearing about tensions
Okay.
between them.
I think Sins would take care of that.
That's true. That is the first mate's job. So
You can talk to Sins about it.
she'll go up to Sins. Like, Sins, there seems to be a problem between your soldiers.
So again, they're very like flamboyant, just like kind of deviant, like you know what you hear about sailors. They're kind of like that.
Can you elaborate?
You know,
Okay.
like they're kind of doing that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all right, so you go up to Sins, and what do you say to him? I'm sorry.
I said there seems to be a problem between your Oon soldiers.
I don't notice any problems. My men are the best in the world.
There is no question of their combat abilities. There is a problem between the Highlanders and the Lowlanders. There seems to be a separation between the two.
I don't see anything wrong. If you think there's some kind of problem, why don't you fix it, Captain?
They are your soldiers. I am only taking them across the sea.
They're my soldiers, and I think that they're absolutely perfect.
Well, I see why the Highlanders have a problem with you Lowlanders.
What do you mean?
Since if we do not make it, or if you do not make it, do not be upset.
Make it where?
Just know that there are people that care for you, and they will mourn you when you are gone.
I'm sure that they would.
And
I
I'll
am
go.
very popular.
I'll turn and walk away to the groups of the soldiers.
Okay.
So Sins, I'm guessing, is above deck because he's
Yeah.
probably just lounging around.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'll go down to the deck, and between the Highlanders and the Lowlanders, they're just like separate underneath the deck.
Yeah, let's say when you go underneath the deck, you actually see that both groups are eating the meat meal that the chicken meal that Roland prepared, and you basically have one group sitting at like this big table, and they're the barbarian guys of the bears. Another group, they have like they're flamboyant, they have dyed hair, piercings, stuff like that, but they're all wearing the white and black one armor.
And the Highlanders are on the other side.
Yeah.
So she'll walk in, and she'll announce herself. She'll be, "Hello, boys. Your captain is down here."
They all look over to you pretty enthusiastically because of the great job that you did during the battle. And they like all perk up, like, "Ma'am, how you doing today, Captain?"
She looks both sides, and she goes, "What is with this divide between my boys? Should you not all be sitting together?
They all just look at each other and they're just like murmuring, like they don't understand what you're talking about.
Come on, come, speak up."
One of them, barbarian, says, "Oh, I don't know what you mean."
But you are both, the Lowlanders and the Highlanders are both parts of the one army, and you are sitting apart. Should you not be together and conversing and talk of glory of battle?"
The Highlander that spoke to you, he kind of looks down thoughtfully and he says, "Well, all of us here, we're all from Battle Cal Fort and Frostfire. We've known each other a long time. We're friends. We always sit together."
Yes. But these fine gentlemen over there, they have known each other for a long time. Don't you think that it would be beneficial for you to mingle, so that you will all know each other for a long time, and you will be close knit like a tightly knitting scarf?
I've got no problem fighting alongside them, but they're really not my kind of people. Is that an order?
Well, there is. It's not an order, it is more of a suggestion. For someone as myself, what kind of species am I talking to?
Human.
That has lived 3 times the lifetimes that you will live. There is no reason to segregate yourself from others that have the same goal.
We'll roll a DC 10 persuasion.
17.
So that barbarian, he looks over to that other table, the multicolor-haired SJW looking people sitting over there,
God.
looks to his friends, and he's like, "I guess it is a good point. It will help us build camaraderie."
It is, and you would.
And one of
It is
the
easier to fight next to a friend than to a colleague.
Lowlanders motions over to the barbarians. "Come on, guys, come sit over here." And he's male.
And Vekni will be like, "For that, I will have a cask sent out for you for dinner, boys." And she'll slap her hand on the table. For the gold tusk.
"We fight for one, we kill for one, the rightful king of one." And they all congregate. You even see some soldiers that also appear to be Lowlanders, but they don't have the dyed hair and whatnot, but they don't have the barbarian look either. From like over in the back at other tables, they all come and they try to kind of all come and sit together.
And
They give 15 XP for that.
she'll take
15.
a cask from that ship that we recovered and send it down for them.
Okay, yeah. So for them all drink and have a good time. Okay, sure. There are some of the oarsmen. It comes to everybody's attention. I'll put it like that. You guys are noticing that one of the cooks has a broken leg, and that about a dozen men on the ship, the one soldiers, not the crew, are kind of experiencing rotting teeth, and they've been complaining about it. You've been hearing about these problems. So cook has a broken leg, and about a dozen One soldiers have rotting teeth.
I had a cook. I didn't even realize I had help. in
Yeah,
the
you
kitchen.
have some cooks to help you back there.
Okay. Broken leg and some rotted teeth.
Okay.
You guys can decide how you want to talk to Zonky about it.
All right. I'll. I guess since we're all the.
That's the man you want in charge of teeth.
Yep. That's since we're all the officers. We are discussing it now. I guess.
So they come up to Tazanki, and Tazanki's like, "What do you mean your teeth hurt? I'll pull them out with my hands." He says that in front of you and Prince while you guys are eating your dinner.
Yeah. Is this something we should tell the captain about? These people with the rotted teeth?
Zonky goes, "Oh, point me to the ones with the rotting teeth. I'll help them."
I think Thin said his hurt.
Okay, I'll go find him first. And
Attaboy.
Tazanki walks away looking for Sins.
Good dad. How old is Ted Donkey?
Like 40-ish.
So 19-year-old me is like, he's a good lad.
So what should we do about the teeth?
No, I think he's going to take care of it.
Taking care of Sins, but what about the rest of the crew?
Yeah, we probably should let him remove those teeth. That actually might be for the best. Wonder why it's happening.
Yeah, there's no
Try to look
processed sugars.
Try to look into it.
Yeah, that's a mystery to me.
All right. Can I try to look into it, see if it's something to do with the food?
Sure, you could do a medical check.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
And you want to examine the food?
I figured that was coming.
Uh,
9-2 was not going to help there.
I mean, mine's just nothing, no modifier. All right.
Maybe.
Yeesh. 5.
Maybe not.
5? You don't know.
Okay, the check failed, but I'll go try to find one of the people with the rotted teeth, and I'll try to ask them how it happened if they know.
Okay.
Or how long it's been going on.
So you find one of the soldiers, and he says that it started rather recently. I don't really know what's going on. Just my I have a lot of pain in my teeth. They're changing colors. They were yellow. Now some of them are black. And just like it's really painful.
Jesus.
That happened recently? Did you eat or drink anything out of the ordinary?
You know, just the last couple of days, I've just been eating what you've been making.
Well,
Maybe there's something wrong with the ingredients. I don't know.
I mean, I'll check. Do I know how many people it was?
About a dozen.
A dozen. Okay. All right. Well, thanks. I'll definitely look into it. I'll go talk to Vekni and I'll say, Vekni, there's been an issue with some people having rotted teeth.
Did you talk to our surgeon?
Well, he came in offering to just yank them out of people's mouths, and then Prince sent him Sins' way.
While you guys are talking, you see Sins actually hurriedly walk by you. Like, he looks like really annoyed and frustrated. And as he passes, you see Tazanki like lumbering behind him. "Sins, come back! I'm trying to help you." And you see he's like, "Get away from me, please." And they walk by you guys.
I did not know that Sins had sore teeth. Is this something new, the sore teeth? Or is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I talked to one of the people who had the sore teeth. They said it just started happening recently. I don't know.
What have you been feeding them?
Just,
Have you been feeding them processed sugar? We do not have fluoride toothpaste.
I don't think so. Just what's on the ship. I mean, I fed them some chicken a few nights ago. Was it a few nights ago or last night?
It would have been today. This is the same day.
Okay. I fed them some chicken today. And it happened like, not today, but like within the past week.
Perhaps we should talk to the old surgeon and see if he is doing better. Maybe he has some answers while he is shitting his brains out.
That's
Good idea.
yeah, that's not a bad idea.
So we'll go find the old doctor.
So you're able to track him. He's in the privy. Shitting.
What's his
Of
name?
course. I don't know.
His name is Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus, like the
Ship of
continent?
Thaddeus?
Yep.
I thought you said Daddius.
Thaddeus. That sounds better.
Thaddeus,
Oh yeah.
it is Vekni. I have come for some counsel.
What's up? What's going on?
There are a few soldiers with sore teeth that are changing colors and painful.
They're saying they're becoming rotted. They're turning from yellow to black, and they're painful.
Yes, I remember before you guys took over my duties, there was some problems with some of the sailors. You hear plop. Yeah. So what was happening was their teeth were rotting, and I think had something to do with some kind of bacteria that was in one of the ingredients in the kitchen. I couldn't figure out what it was that was spoiled, that had the bacteria, but some kind of a bacterial infection of the gum, I believe. That's what me and the old surgeon figured out.
So then, what can we do to cure them or make them feel better?
Find out what the ingredient is that's making everyone sick. It's making everyone's teeth rot, and just get rid of it. Should be enough.
Okay. I guess I'll keep looking into it. In the meantime, I'll just try to use mostly supplies from the Bastard Sire, because I don't think they had any rotted
Okay,
teeth.
so let's go to the kitchen and see what we can find.
All right.
That if there's anything with a problem.
All right. We'll go there. I did check. I didn't see anything, but
Roll an investigation, Brett.
sure, I can roll investigation
Can I help him?
Yeah, sure.
with advantage.
It's a 10 DC.
14 plus 5.
Okay, so you see that some of that chicken that you were serving, they're like maggots crawling on it. So the chicken itself doesn't actually look like it's spoiled or anything, like on a surface.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's that bad. But when you like really like look deep, as you're like carefully examining all the food that's back there, you actually see these like really tiny. They look like maggots, but like really small things crawling. That like if you just like glanced at it, you wouldn't really notice. But when you're like really looking hard, you see these small, some kind of like larval insect that's crawling on some of the chicken. It's not even on all the chicken. It's like on some of it.
Vekni's with me, so I'll say I didn't notice it before, but the chicken has like some kind of miniature creatures crawling all over it.
Do you mean worms?
Are they worms?
That's what I described. So
I
whatever you think.
don't know what they are. They could be.
Well, it seems that our chicken reserves are no good.
Yeah, I'll get rid of them, and hopefully it improves the people's teeth.
Perhaps we should, while there are still people throwing up over the sides, use their vomit as chum and try to catch fresh fish.
I'm not really a fisherman, but I'll do my best. I'll see if some of the other soldiers are good at fishing.
Yes, for there will be chop this chicken up, and we can use it as bait and try to catch some fish to take over for the chickens that we are losing.
But wouldn't the fish just eat the bacteria and it would go in the fish?
Is it bacteria?
Or
Well, you
worms?
cannot see bacteria.
All right, so wouldn't the fish just eat the worms and then
I
we'd
do
be
not.
serving them?
I do not know. I am not a doctor.
I'm
Wait,
not-
why ask the doctor?
I guess we could ask the doctor, not Tazanki, but the actual one.
Yes. The zonkey is just a feeling. You may go.
Okay.
I have other duties to attend to.
All right, I'll go run back to the doctor where he's shitting, and I'll say.
So you talked to the cook before. You didn't talk to the doctor. That was the old cook that told you that.
Old cook.
Pretty
Oh.
sure we said we looked
Thaddeus
for a
was the
doctor.
old, or Thaddeus was the old cook.
So we talked to the cook about the gums? I'll go back to the cook then. I'll say, Thaddeus, I think we found a problem. There are some worms or maggots crawling on some of the chicken.
Should probably throw that away.
Yeah, the captain thought that we could take the chicken and attach it to a line maybe and try to catch some fish with it to replace our food reserves. Do you think that if the fish ate the chicken that the worms would still go into them? And
I would imagine that it would still be no good.
okay, I'll just I'll dispose of the chicken. I'll see if we could catch the fish some other way. I don't want to hurt morale, so I'll dispose of the chicken at night where people don't see me dumping like fucking pounds of chicken overboard.
I'll give you 15 XP for solving that problem.
Okay.
So I would say that problem solved.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was involved.
One more thing for the day.
Oh, in addition, could I like try to ask around and see if there are any shipmates that are good at fishing?
A lot of the shipmates fish regularly. You've seen it.
Just like if they could catch me a few fish, I could try to cook up something good for the crew.
There was you hear word that there was a child that was caught, apparently to be some kind of stowaway or something. Like he wasn't one of the soldiers that came aboard the ship. He must have somehow snuck on when you guys were at the Doddering Mongrel. No, he wasn't noticed till now. You hear about him. He only speaks Abyssal. He doesn't speak Common. He speaks a language that I don't believe any of you know Abyssal. So
Probably not, but I
speaks a language you guys don't seem to know. The kid's also very feverish and sick and like sweaty, and he's being held in the brig.
Can you read the last spell on here, Ian?
Comprehend languages.
Okay.
Why'd you have him read it?
Because Dan's going to say, no, you didn't have that.
Okay.
You just wrote that in now.
So who's gonna go down there? Rolan and who else?
I'll go.
Okay.
Prince would go. He's
You
intrigued by
understand. You also
on the
understand it, but you must be...
Prince Howell repairs Galeen.
For
well,
the duration, understand the literal meaning of any spoken...
by his face, you know it's not going well.
Oh, well, better luck next tomorrow, but we need to be able to get moving soon.
Yeah, we'll get.
There are plenty of hands on deck. Take as
get
many as you need.
home-brew.
Yes, the stone pants.
Get him to do some stuff.
Yes, hopefully he will do better than you did
I've
today.
never been a boat swing before, so like you'd really think he'd be able to do it, and he's failing too. So maybe he wasn't very good in the first place.
Well, perhaps with all these soldiers, it'll be easier for us to repair, since it's not just one man doing all their work.
Yeah, that's true. Like I'm not that strong. Like I'm kind of strong, but I'm not that strong to like fix a boat. So.
Well, like I said, take as many as you need.
Okay,
We're just sitting here doing nothing.
that's true. We're not.
Alright.
It's gonna get everybody involved. Except Sims. Fuck off.
I agree.
I heard his teeth hurt. What happened with that?
So you get down there and you see amongst the captured Masterside pirates, there's also a young boy with red hair. He appears to be, he has the looks of a human and the skin color of a human, that fleshy color, but he has a fleshy, like a flesh-colored tiefling tail.
Is this the kid that speaks Abyssal?
Yeah, this is the little kid, and he is like mumbling and muttering like in a language you guys don't understand over and over.
Alright, so me and Vekni went to see him? Or is Prince joining?
I believe all of you said that you're going.
Okay. I'll tell Vekni. There is actually one spell I know that might allow me to understand what he's saying.
Well, perhaps then you should be the one to talk to him.
Okay. It doesn't let me talk back to him, I just can understand him.
Oh. Well, that is something.
Alright, so I'll cast Comprehend Languages. Like I said, I can't speak it, I can just understand it. I think it lasts for an hour, which I saw.
Or 10 minutes.
It's an hour. Alright, so...
I'm picturing as the kid starts talking well and goes, throw him overboard. Like immediately.
Alright, so I cast Comprehend Languages so I understand every language, pretty much. Yeah, the meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you can see, but I gotta touch the surface on which the words are written.
Vekni will walk up to the cage and she'll crouch down to be eye level with the boy and be like, "Hello there, little boy. Do you understand me?"
So you could speak, you could understand him too?
No, I just said
Only
it in
me,
common.
because I cast the
But
spell.
he can understand it.
Did you tell us you were casting the spell?
Yes.
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
In Orcish, you're just gonna hear Prince go.
He doesn't really answer you. you could hear. So he's not really answering Vekni. He's just kind of muttering over and over again. He keeps just saying, "Lusago needs him to go to Dovah. Lusago must be freed. Lusago needs him to go to Dovah. Lusago must be freed. Don't let the prisoner on the boat. Don't let the prisoner on the boat. He can't see the sword. Lusago needs him to go to Dovah. Lusago must be freed." He just keeps saying that over and over again.
All right.
He seems to be like almost like mad.
Lusago. All right, I'll relay that to Prince and Vekni.
Don't let the prisoner on the boat. If the prisoner goes onto the boat, it'll all be revealed. Don't let the prisoner on the boat. The prisoner can't come on the boat. Don't let the prisoner on the boat. Lusago has to go to Dovah, please.
All right, I'll walk over to the kid and I'll say like, hey, can you snap out of it?
He just keeps repeating the same
right.
shit.
Yeah, I'll just relay what he's saying to Vekni and Prince.
Does the name Lusago ring any bells?
It's not familiar to any of you.
All right.
You know, Vekni will turn to the kid and be like, she'll point him at Lusago.
He looks up to you and goes, Lusago. And you do recognize that name because now that, again, it's not an abyssal word, that name Lusago. He just says, Lusago, and then abyssal. He must be freed. You don't let the prisoner on the boat. Lusago, you recognize the name Lusago. Must be freed. Don't let the prisoner on the boat. The prisoner can't come on the boat. Don't let him on the boat.
He keeps talking about a prisoner. Do you know what prisoner he means?
I do not know.
We just took a bunch of prisoners.
What language is this?
Do you say that in abyssal?
No, I can't.
You can only comprehend
I can
it.
only comprehend it.
We're already in the brig, right? The kid was in
Yeah.
the brig.
Yes.
What language is he
Hey,
speaking?
Mobrax,
I don't.
Yes.
do you guys have a prisoner?
We're prisoners.
No, like on the bastard side. Did you guys have a prisoner there?
No.
What the fuck is this kid talking
You know we don't take prisoners.
Yeah, I didn't think so, so it was really weird.
When did this kid get on the boat?
It's like fucking creepy.
What language is he speaking?
It doesn't say that I would know the language per se, just that I can understand it all. I don't know. I just know the spell allows me to understand what he's saying.
Perhaps there's someone on the ship that can speak this language. It is. I'm going to listen to it. Does it sound like anything I would have heard before?
You recognize that it's the language abyssal.
There you go.
Okay.
And you believe that you recall in your meetings, in your experience with Dos Flacos, that he speaks abyssal.
Is he on board? No, he left. He's not on board.
Is he on board Tuskart? No,
he's
Dos
not.
Flacos is not on board Tuskart.
Perhaps that there is someone on the ship, and she'll look at Roland and be like, "See if you can find someone that speaks Abyssal."
Okay. So your buddy Mothrax hasn't seen this kid before?
Oh, I mean, it's right there. Hey, Mobrax, you know this kid?
No, but he's annoying.
Yeah, we're gonna leave him here with you.
Please take him.
You don't speak Abyssal, do you?
I don't.
Speaks parcel tongue.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll go up above deck and I'll try asking around with the crew to see if anyone speaks Abyssal or knows someone on the ship who speaks Abyssal.
And I'll go to the captain to see if he knows anybody on board that speaks Abyssal.
So while you're speaking to people on the deck, Roland, you hear Ice Slayer. Guys, please let me down. It's not funny anymore. Please. Guys, I don't like being stuck up here. Could you get these bolts out of my stomach? Guys, get these bolts out. Hello? Guys, why are you ignoring me? Stop
Hey.
ignoring me. Guys,
Hey,
hello?
you
Stop
up
ignoring
there.
me.
Do you?
Hey, Ice Slayer.
Yeah,
Trust me,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
still funny.
No, guys, please, guys. And he just, like, annoyingly just doesn't shut the fuck up. He's just constantly talking.
Hey,
Doesn't
do you
stop.
speak Abyssal?
If I say yeah, will you let me down?
Can I shoot him back in the
I
back?
speak it. Let me down, please. I do
I
speak
went to the
Abyssal. Let me
captain's
down.
chamber, I'm not there.
Oh,
Do I believe him?
Roll insight.
Hey, Vekni, can I shoot him? Yes, you can. Okay.
Insight.
Yes, you can.
I think that you should do that. That is such a good
Guys,
idea.
these bolts are still in my stomach. Can you help me?
17.
You don't believe him.
All right. Say you really shouldn't lie, and I'll try like pulling the cord.
Ow! Could you let me down?
No.
You seem like such a nice young boy. Let me down, please. Please let me down. Come on, please. Please let me down, please. Please.
You'll
please.
have to speak.
Please.
You'll
please.
have to speak to the captain.
And he just keeps going.
I'll,
Just going.
I'll just go on my way, try to find someone.
Jesus.
As you're walking away, come back. Please, I'll do anything. I speak abyssal. Please, come back. And he just keeps talking and talking and talking.
How messed up is he up there?
He's bleeding. Well, I guess he's not bleeding anymore, but he's fucking. He looks terrible. Looks like he's about to die. There's like caked blood on like under his lip. Fucking. There's like dried blood by his stomach and on his armor.
Right.
There's like ligature marks where he's fucking being hung from his fucking.
All right, I'll just say you got to speak to the captain. Sorry.
Could you bring him up here? Get him for me. Get her for me, please.
What? Speak up, I can't hear you.
Please come here.
What?
I'll be louder.
What?
Prince, help me, Prince.
Why
What
the
about all
fuck
those times
would I help you?
what all those times we spent together? We talked so many. Remember how many times we talked?
Yeah, I remember that
Prince,
time you tried to fucking kill me.
Do
Prince.
I still hear this as I'm walking away?
He's getting louder, so yeah.
All right, I turn back. I lower him to like my level,
Okay.
and
Oh, thank you so much.
I-
You're so nice. Thank you so much.
I
Can you let me loose?
I find like a rag or something. I'll say, there's been a thing going around with rotted teeth. Let me just check yours and make sure that they're all right.
Okay.
Open your mouth. I shove the rag in it and I string him back up.
While you're reeling him up, I'm just going to take one of the ballista bolts and slap it. So
And he passes out from the pain.
All right.
But you do not find anyone that speaks abyssal.
Ah, damn. All right. How long did that take? Because I got comprehend for an hour.
10 minutes.
All right. I'll go back to Vekni, who I guess is still with the kid.
No, I went to see the captain,
All right.
and the captain says he doesn't know anybody that speaks abyssal.
As you're walking towards, you're trying to find Vekni, or you're walking back towards the kid?
Yeah, I'll go back towards the kid.
As you walk back towards the kid, you hear a whisper. Do you want me to message it to you?
I don't know. You guys going to meta it? You could just say it for the stream.
The whisper says, "He works for me. Free him."
All right.
So I talked to the captain. He knows nothing.
He doesn't speak abyssal. He doesn't know anyone that does. And he doesn't know who the kid is.
Okay.
I'll walk back to the brig. Who's in the brig? Or like who's around? Are there soldiers guarding it?
The soldiers outside it. Just two.
Okay. All right. I'll walk in and then it's all the people we captured and.
It's the kid, and there's 12 pirates. Coldbrow, Molbrax, and 10 unnamed pirates.
Fred, and Ted.
Fred, and Ted. And then Ted and Jim and James and Jimothy.
All right.
Yes. 9 more friends.
How do the jail cells work? Are there a key or is it like?
No. Yeah, it's one lock. No, there's no key. It's just a door. It locks from the outside.
All right.
I guess there is a key, but you don't need it to unlock it.
All right. I'll go over to the thing, and he's still mumbling the same stuff he was mumbling.
No, when you left, he stopped talking. If you like peer in the window or something, he's not saying anything.
All right. Yeah. So I'll go in and I'll go up to him and I'll see if he says anything different, or does he start mumbling again when I get up to him?
Yeah, he starts saying the same thing. He looks at you.
thing.
The prisoner must not come on the boat. The prisoner must not come on the boat. Don't let the prisoner on the boat. Lusago must be freed. Bring Lusago to Dovah. Lusago has to go to Dovah. He's got to make it.
I'll say, what prisoner? And I'll like rattle the cage, see if that shakes him out of it.
For a second, he almost has this like lucid look, and he looks at you, and he goes, "The one with the octopus." And then he goes back into his like trance and starts mumbling again.
I'll look around and see if anyone's paying attention to me.
I would say Molbrax was listening.
Okay. Say, hey, Molbrax, that mean anything to you?
No.
All right. Yeah. So as I'm talking to Molbrax, I kind of like turned around to face Molbrax, but I got my hands behind my back and I'm lifting the lock.
Say he's just kind of like a post or something.
Oh, the
kid.
The kid. I'll lift the lock, like try to do it without any of the prisoners in there knowing.
You can roll a.
Well, like I said,
sleight of hand with
I'm trying
disadvantage.
to. Yeah, like I said, I'm like looking at him, but I'm fiddling with the lock behind my back.
You can roll sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Sure. 13.
You're able to unbind the kid without Molbrax really noticing, I'd say.
Okay. Well, unbind the kid.
Was that what you were trying to do?
Well, I was trying to like just like flick open the lock because it would be hard to unbind him without.
The lock to what? To the door?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you're able to.
Yeah. So I'll look at him. I'll say, I guess I'm not getting anything out of you, and then I'll try to do mage hand to go into the cell and unbind him from the pole or whatever.
You're trying to do it sneakily.
Yeah.
So I guess again, you don't want the prisoners to see you using magic to free the kid. So why don't you just roll like a sleight of hand, just unmodified, or I'm sorry, without disadvantage, just regular roll.
Okay. 12.
Okay.
All right. So he's unbound and the door's open, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna leave.
You don't know if they noticed you or not.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I'll go find Vekni now, and I'll tell her when I see her. I couldn't find anyone on the ship who spoke Abyssal.
Well, then there is no way to know what this boy is talking about.
He's just speaking gibberish. I gotta.
Well, it's not gibberish, it is Abyssal.
Well, true, but what he's saying doesn't make any sense. Like, what was the name of the thing he kept repeating? The dude.
Lusago.
Lusago.
He kept saying Lusago needs to go to Dovah. Lusago must
Yeah.
be freed. And he said the prisoner can't be let on the boat. And when you asked him about the prisoner, he said he's with the octopus.
Yeah. I won't tell Vekni that.
Okay.
But
So Vekni
yeah,
does not know that info about the
Lusago.
octopus.
Lusago must be free. Okay. Yeah, so that's have you ever heard of Lusago?
I know the name does not sound familiar to me. Is it the boy's name? Is he talking in the third person?
I don't know. It's possible.
That's what I am thinking, but he seems mad.
Yeah, I guess we can just dump him when we get to port. I don't know what else to do.
Do we dump him here?
Do we wait that long?
Oh,
I mean,
he's
well, we did not dump grown pirates. We're not gonna dump a child.
Yeah, I guess.
he's no threat. I guess
So
we
I
could
would
just...
like to dump scenes.
Huh, that's true. He's no.
Perhaps when it is dark at night. Where does Prince normally sleep at night?
Prince?
Not Prince.
Uptown?
Sins.
Usually sleeps with the other one soldiers. The Nude's Castle guys. Now we're gonna get to nighttime. You could have Cold Brow do his thing, or you can roll for him. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you his modifier is a +4. So. No, so you've repaired nothing. Wow.
I rolled a 2.
You've repaired nothing. Okay. I'm not going to go day by day too much. So we're going to say 3 days pass. I'm going to let you roll for both Prince and Coldbrow 3 more times. Unless there's something you guys want to do in those 3 days, I'm not going to have any more stuff for you for 3 days.
I'll help Prince.
Natural 20.
Yay.
So you could double the repairs.
So day 1.
That's for Prince?
Day 1 is 1 natural 20.
Okay.
Day 2.
This is all Prince, right?
No, I'm just doing both of them at the same time. This one's
Oh.
Cold Brow, this one's Prince.
Oh, I
Okay.
was helping you, so Prince would have advantage.
Okay, that last time, so let's see. So that would have failed. So 2 successes, but 3 rolls. So we repair 6, 12, 21 to the sails.
So the sails are no longer destroyed, and then they have 21 HP.
Yep.
So you are able to move, just not much, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Can we say that the crew is doing the same on that ship as well?
Oh yeah, we got a crew over there.
I don't think you'd be able to repair both ships at the same time.
Dude, we got like hundreds of people. You're not just having one guy do the repairs.
It's not one guy. You're having the crew help with these rolls. I don't think you'd be able to repair both ships at the same time. I'm sorry.
Can we say that the first success was for the Tusk cart, and then the second one was us moving over here just to get them up and running?
The sails?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Sure.
So we would have at least gotten both ships up and running, even if they weren't in best shape.
Sure. I will say you're back able to move the 1 hex a day. When the small ships can only move 1 hex a day anyway. So I'd say
we move as fast as the small ships.
yeah. I'd say that you were able to do that. So we're going to be on day 4. I want to start the day out with you doing your rolls again for repairs, and then we'll move on from there.
Okay.
We're not going to do the nighttime roll till nighttime.
Advantage.
2 9s. We fail.
Okay. So early in the morning, you notice something approaching. You notice something approaching Tuskart.
Something.
Quite a distance away, you see a small boat approaching you.
Does this boat have any valid reason to be in the middle of the ocean? Like,
You don't know. You don't know anything about it.
Is there
well,
any?
more from like our nautical knowledge? Like a
You would think that was
rowboat?
very strange.
Okay, yeah.
You would think it would be very strange.
Wouldn't we aboard the ship have one of those like spy glasses?
You don't have one.
You mean us personally, or the ship doesn't have one?
To your knowledge, no one on the ship has it.
Not even Captain Tusk
To your knowledge.
or Golden Tusk?
Okay.
Maybe Texas has it.
What? You said techless?
Maybe.
Okay. So all the officers noticed that in the distance?
Yeah.
All right. Say, what's a little rowboat doing all the way out here in the middle of the sea?
That doesn't really even seem possible.
Was there are 44 robots circling our ships right now?
You know, they use us for support. This robot's just by itself, like, has no goods or anything. It's a rowboat.
It does appear to have some kind of small amount of supplies on it. Doesn't look like there's a lot of people on it. It looks like there are like boxes and bags of stuff. Like they do have some, like it's some kind of supplies that it has.
Very strange.
It's not a bunch of people. It looks like
Are they
there's just
headed
2 people.
towards
on it.
us, or
Yeah,
just
direct-
off in the distance?
Looks like they're heading directly towards you. Like you're their destination.
Well, maintain current course, and we will deal with them as they get closer.
So as they get closer, you all recognize them. You see a woman in front. She looks like that woman you saw in the bar that has a strange contraption, the purple contraption in her eye. That woman that you spoke to, the one that was called a cunt. And behind her is that guy that called her a cunt. She had called him Longclaw when you were in the bar, and he's rowing the boat. And you also observe that the boat is moving much faster than your rowboats, as though he apparently is a much better rower than the average oarsman.
How far away are they?
They're about 100 feet now, because we let some time pass for them to reach you. And even with you maintaining your course, they're heading right for you. Like they're aiming at you.
All right. Vekni will do the same maneuver that he did against the bastard sire and turn the ship, so he can aim the cannons and the those big crossbows, and have the small ships just keep going to form the crescent moon around them, so that they will be completely surrounded.
So they get to about 50 feet from you, and they notice you're pointing all these weapons at them, and they kind of like, the Longclaw stops rowing, and she like waves to you, smiling.
Hello there. What are you doing out in the middle of the ocean?
She goes, "Hi again. I was looking for you guys. I spotted you from a few miles away," and she taps on her thing that she was wearing in her eye. I spotted you guys from a few miles away. Can I come up and talk to you?
Yeah, is your name Lusago?
No.
Have you ever heard the name Lusago?
No.
Do you have an octopus?
I don't.
Easy, boys, easy. You were the woman from the bar,
Yes.
the doddering mongrel.
Yeah, you told me to speak to your captain and you guys left.
So you rode all the way out here to speak with our captain?
Well, I have something important to talk about.
Well,
Can I
I'm
come-
the
can I come
captain
aboard?
now. What would you like to speak of? I
look
forget
at
what
me.
you
Look
wanted
at
to
me.
talk about.
We talked about hiring you guys to help the Moonronia to protect us from the wolves, remember? We talked about it. We had a nice conversation.
Yes, and you brought me a bottle of wine.
I bought you too.
That is true.
Can I come aboard? I have some gifts for you.
Yes, you may come aboard. Come.
So they come closer. The woman holds out her hand for one of the sailors to try to help her hoist her up onto the boat. Will you allow one of them to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. That man very easily is picking up these boxes and barrels and crates and bags, and he's loading them. It's not too much stuff because they're on that small vessel, but it is it was basically filled to the brim and piled with shit. And he's just putting stuff on the deck of the boat, all kinds of bags. And she goes, "I brought you guys some gifts. So you're the captain now? You said that Golden Tusk was the captain. Is he not in charge anymore?"
He is indisposed at the moment, so I have stepped up to take control of the ship.
Oh, okay. So we were going to discuss possibly hiring you guys when you guys are done with whatever mission this is. How do we go about doing that? I'm interested in that.
You are interested in transport of soldiers?
Well, no. I wanted your might to help protect especially the merchant vessels. The Moonronian Armada has mostly left the area around Moonronia. I think they're doing some kind of military thing having to do with the war in Dovah. I'm not sure exactly what, but we don't really have our coastlines protected as of now, and those wolves are just attacking all the merchant ships, taking all their stuff. It's a terrible situation.
Well, now, what type of pay are we talking?
We have a lot of gold. My father's very rich, and Lunaris, the Lord of Lunaris, has a lot of money, and Queen Rhaena is very wealthy.
Now, we have just suffered damage through a battle, and we are trying to repair our ships. And we actually have gained a new ship, and she'll point to the bastard sire.
Oh my, that's a pirate ship. I've seen that ship docked near the Doddering Mongrel before.
It is,
What happened to the crew?
they abandoned the ship after we defeated them in battle.
Oh wow, that must have been really exciting.
Yes,
A battle between pirate crews.
it was quite easy.
Well, congratulations on your victory.
Would you be able to finance a repair of our ships?
Yes. We have money for that.
How far
Absolutely.
away from that town? I know. What were we, like 6 days away or something?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh, I'm good. Didn't even look at the map.
That's why you're captain.
Perhaps if we head back to the port with you, we can get our ships repaired and leave some crew back in the Bastard Shire to guard your shores.
Well, I don't believe that we have any shipwrights in the town to help you repair your ships at the moment, but I can put some money together if you want to visit Lunaris after you're done with your mission. We could have a lot of financing for you to give you the supplies you need. We don't currently have any shipwrights at the town to help you.
Oh, well then that would be a good deal for us, now that we have expanded our fleet.
And I brought some things to help hold you guys over. I didn't know you guys were about to get into a battle, but we have some weapons and some food and liquor and medical supplies, all kinds of things for you guys.
Oh, then we will happily take these.
Yes, of course. These are yours. They're a gift. You're not beholden to us. You don't have
May
to.
I ask a
You don't have to let
question?
us hire you. Sure.
How are you rowing a ship out into the middle of the ocean?
I didn't row the ship.
I'm talking to him.
Oh, and he looks and he goes, well, I work for her father and I do anything he asks.
Yeah, well, I understand that, but this is a great distance. How are you still rowing?
Oh, is that what you're asking me? He goes, well, and you see this giant bulge of fucking bicep pass out, and he goes, that's how. Sit down.
Are you not afraid? And I look back to the woman. Are you not afraid of the creatures and pirates out here?
Not at all.
Well, then you are either a fool or a very brave woman.
Oh, I thought you were talking to him.
No, I said to her.
Oh, no, Longclaw's always kept me safe. I'm not afraid of anything when he's here.
Do either of you speak Abyssal?
Well, no.
Do I believe her?
Roll insight.
Natural 20.
Yeah, she's telling the truth. She does not speak of this.
Natural insight checks.
Well, then we shall meet you back at Lunaris after our mission is complete.
Okay, well, good luck, and please make it back safely. We really need your protection.
Thank you for the supplies. I will let the captain know that we have spoken.
Thank you. And her and Longclaw get back in the boat, and they start oaring away.
Power away.
Like a cartoon where it's just
Like the rooster tails are just sticking out. So I'll go down and relay the message to the captain.
Okay. So they, they leave. They're out of sight. Your guys start unloading the supplies and whatnot. And in one of the boxes, you find
They really need help if they have a whole bunch of people like Longclaw.
you find a letter. You find a letter with a like a royal seal on it. It seems like it was left for you.
I'll read it.
Wait, I want to read it.
Quit
I'm
hogging
almost,
the
I'm almost leveled up.
You can let someone
me
else read it, Kevin. That's up to you guys.
No, I'll read it.
Probably read like an 8-year-old.
So she'll look over it and she'll bring it down to Captain Golden Tusk. So, Captain, we have received this letter. And she'll begin to read it. Dear Captain Golden Tusk of the Un Soldiers and the Un Soldiers, greetings to you all. The author of this letter is the woman you just spoke to, Comte. I regret to inform you that I deceived you all. I serve Queen Reina, and the Kingdom of Moonrania. I am the Queen's royal spymaster, Contusion. The Queen dispatched myself and the others to gather intel on the troops. Transports heading to Dovah. My kingdom has officially declared for their fury lords of Igor and against King Wun. I humbly request you turn back around and return the own soldiers you are transporting back to their homeland.
So she doesn't like one?
She wants us to return them back to Dovah, where we're headed? Is Dovah where the one soldiers are from?
What?
Is Dovah where the one soldiers are from? Or is...
No, they're from Un.
Oh, all right.
Dova's where you're going.
Gotcha. And Admiral Gamino and the Royal Moonranian Fleet are nearby. If you refuse to turn around, the Admiral Gamino will sink all your vessels and you will die. Afterwards, we will blockade the Holonka Sea to the south of the Un. No vessel will be permitted to pass until the war's end. Thank you and your understanding and cooperation. Contusion, Royal Spymaster of Moonrania. And she'll look over at Golden Tusk.
Are we in there too?
Yes.
He'll be like, what happened? Who's that letter from? I'm confused.
This is a woman that I spoke to in the doddering Mongol when I was picking up the soldiers for Un.
And what does she want?
She wants us apparently to turn around and return They want soldiers to Un and not take them to Dovah.
Or else
She
Grand Admiral Gamino and the Maronian fleet will kill us?
It seems as they will sink our ship.
Well, we can't let that happen. We have a whole fleet.
Yes, but our fleet is mostly 2 ships and a bunch of rowboats. They probably have a fleet of all ships.
What do you think we should do, Vekni? This is... If we weren't just in that battle with the bastard sire, I think we could handle this, but I don't know now. Do we have any cannonballs left? I thought you said we were out.
We have 5.
You do have more now. I would say that she did bring you supplies as part of a ruse. You did get 20 additional cannonballs.
Can I
You got
examine
additional
the
10.
supply?
What's that?
Can I examine the supplies to make sure they're legit and not like
Yeah,
poison pill?
So there is food and liquor there. You don't know if they're poison or anything, but there is food and liquor there. There were 20 cannonballs, 10 ballista bolts, another crate of medical supplies.
So we got 2 crates of medical
And,
supplies. So we should be
as
able
well
to get our crew
as well as
cleared.
another set of navigator's tools.
So this is basically a bribe to turn around and dump the one soldier.
It's part of it. Yeah,
So
it's part of it.
basically,
They want you to just turn around and dump the one soldier's
they're
back off.
so confident they're going to beat us in a fit battle.
They give us.
They're giving us ammunition.
You know, I was confused about that too once I read this letter.
It's kind of intimidating. I'll give them credit. It's
They're
a
like,
bold-
here,
it's
here's
a
some
bold
ammunition, come fight us.
Yeah, like we're tying one arm behind our back, and we still aren't scared of you. So
That's like throwing a dagger to another man, knowing that you
in a
have,
fist fight, like come on.
knowing you have a fucking longsword on your back.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'll give them that. I'm impressed.
I do not know what to do at this moment.
I say we just shove all the soldiers overboard and fuck off.
Good.
Perhaps.
You're like, oh man, Sin totally tried to take control of the ship, and we had to kill them
Ah.
all. Oh, no.
That sounds like a plan.
This is probably a good spot to stop
Yeah.
for sure.
Gotta go.
We actually got quite a bit more done than I thought we would.
We did after the battle. Things started flowing.
Yeah, we were actually got the ship repaired already. That encounter I didn't think we were gonna get to.
Do we get any more XP?
4?
I don't know. I
You
mean,
didn't do anything.
72 for that giant battle.
We
Yeah, that's what you
got
got.
to negotiations with Spymaster Cunt. We discovered that she was a Spymaster Cunt.
You know about Lusago.
Her name's
I read a letter.
her name's Contusion.
Cunt.
Well, he keeps her butler keeps
Call her
calling
cunt.
Anyway, everybody, thanks for listening and watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back again next week or the week after. So yeah, thanks.